Uh, Hi. When it comes to health, we all know that everybody wants to get healthy. Everybody wants to feel the best that they can uh, at all the times. Now, in life, we have heard about this 80-20 principle that 80% of your the results come from 20% of the efforts that you put in. Similarly, when it comes to health, there is a 80-20 rule that 20% of your condition leads to 80% of the issues in your body. Or if you are able to focus on 20% of the underlying root causes, you'll have 80% of the results coming to you. Now, what are those 20% that I would want you to focus upon if you want to get healthy? There are two things, okay, and these two are so-called hormones, which uh, invariably in everyone that we consult or we see or we talk to, we have seen there is an issue somewhere or the other in some form of another, and these are the basis or the base from which lot of other imbalances or issues can occur in a body. Now, these are two hormones that I'm talking about, uh, and these are my tips for you for this week. If you're looking to get healthy, if you want to maintain your health and optimal wellness, there are two things that I would want you to definitely focus upon. The first one is your insulin levels, okay, your fasting insulin levels, and second one is your morning cortisol level. Now, both are hormones, both are released by the body, both are released uh, for a specific purpose in your body. Now, if the body is releasing or making something, that means it is not a wrong thing for you. They both help you to survive, they both help you to fight, and they both help you to handle a situation in the best form that you can be at any conditions that you are being forced to. Now, what happens is, uh, unfortunately, we don't look at these two markers. As a result, they simmer. They don't let you know that they're getting out of issue, or there is an issue in your body, or there is some problems until unless it is too late. So when you do your medical checkups, annual, biannual, whatever you do, these are the two markers I would want everybody to get themselves checked upon. One is a fasting insulin, and second is the morning cortisol. Now, fasting insulin levels, irrespective if your HbA1c level is 5.1, 5.3, 4.9, 6, whatever it is, or if your fasting blood sugar levels are 100, 99, 87, you need to get your fasting insulin checked because uh, a lot of time your insulin will rise, but your HbA1c and blood sugar levels will not rise because that's how the body beautifully tries to store all that elevated blood sugar by pumping in more insulin. Okay? It's only when your pancreas get tired, when your insulin is not produced, that's when the problem starts to show up, and then that's when your blood sugar or HbA1c level starts to rise and show in your report. So focus on that. Now with insulin, one of the biggest challenges that the optimal range that we're talking about in your medical reports, it's very wide. It's from between 5 to 25. So if you are till 25, people say it's okay. No, it's not okay to be having in such a high level of insulin. So I would urge, work on bringing your insulin levels to the lowest possible range, around 5 to 7 in your test. And then comes to morning cortisol levels. uh, I think everybody that I have seen till date, they have an imbalance in the cortisol levels because primarily because of the lifestyle that we have, because of the stress that we are in, the food that we eat, the environment that we are into it. And we all know that cortisol can elevate the blood sugar level more than what you can eat in the entire day. Okay, so managing your cortisol levels are very important. Now, two things that can help you manage both your insulin levels, reducing your insulin levels, and managing your cortisol levels is one is cinnamon or dalchini for your insulin, and second is your muleti or licorice for your cortisol levels. Uh, if your cortisol levels are too low, you will have loss of energy, fatigue, malaise, and if it's too high, then also you'll have problems. But what I've seen is invariably for people who are above 25, 26, cortisol morning awakening response has started to go down. That means you are getting tired. So, besides this, what you can also do is start looking at taking one day a week as a day for rest, no time for exercise, no time for shopping, no time for going out, a day only to relax, not to get agitated by watching all those crap on the TV, but just to meditate, relax, sleep, talk to your partner, enjoy life, have a wonderful day. Okay, so that's my tip for you for this week. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and we'll catch up soon. Namaste.